Hello and welcome to jkkmobile.com. This time I have a Kohjinsha SX3 here with me, and thanks again direct from Japan for sending this one for testing. So let's start immediately by going through it. So we have a lot of stuff going on here. Firstly, the usual stuff. We have Ethernet port, we have a VGA out, power port. We have tons of different slots. So memory stick duo slot over here, express card 34 slot over here, going through the front, power button, on off for wireless, so I can disable the wireless Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. We have a really nice dial for volume, so I can do up and down really fastly and easily. Plugs for headset and mic. More ports. We have micro SD, we have a normal SD card slot. So really it looks like any card you possibly have will fit into this device. Then DVD burner, so again, if you need to burn or watch DVDs on the run, this is really something special. And small stylus pen over here, 2 USB ports, Kensington lock. Okay, on the screen we have speakers both sides, we have a decent webcam and LEDs for power, Bluetooth, wireless, and programmable up and down buttons, so you can use these for page down, page up, volume or screen brightness. I'm using it for screen brightness, I like it that way. Then we have a small touchpad. It's actually pretty useful. It has the scrolling and so on. I was firstly not that happy with that as it was so tiny, but actually I get used to that pretty soon. The mouse buttons have a nice click, so it's just enough but not too much. So again, I like these mouse buttons a lot. Then we have some secret features here which are not yet on the product side. So actually this one is a GPS module, but it's not there. So up and coming models may have GPS, but right now this model doesn't have. And also I found a SIM card slot behind the battery. Again, this doesn't have 3G on it, but future models may have. I don't want to take the battery out right now because it's on standby, so I don't want to keep you waiting. So the device itself, 1.2 kilos. It doesn't feel that heavy actually. The weight is quite nicely balanced with a 3-cell battery. If you add a 6-cell battery here, it will increase the size for 20 millimeters, so then maybe the weight will be more. But what I really like about this device is that it's really nicely built. I actually think that this bottom part is some kind of composite material because it really feels strong. Kohjinsha is saying on their site that it can withstand 100 kilos on the top of the device, and it really feels like it. I have no complaints about the build quality. I think I've tested a lot of these Kohjinshas, and I think so far from the build quality standpoint this is the best one. Now with 8.9 inch screen, it's really glossy screen as you can see, but that actually helps a lot on really high light conditions, like if you're at the outside or in some exhibition or something. It really helps to bring the light. So in that sense, if you don't mind to see yourself or background sometimes, I think it's okay. The keyboard, it feels okay too. It has a good feedback, and the key pitch is is like 16.5 millimeters if I remember right, so in that sense it's okay. The shift key is small, the right shift key is small and on a little bit weird position, but other than that it has been easy for me. I'm not a touch typist, so for me everything that works is okay. And of course, as you see, the screen swivels, so you can use it nicely like this. I was missing rotation buttons. It has the rotation software but no dedicated buttons, so that would have been a nice add-on. But hey, let's now wake it from standby and start playing, because you need to see how it plays, because this is now with the new Intel Atom Silverthorne processor. It means it has a 1.33 gigahertz CPU, which is really low power, and in that sense it's a bit slow for Vista Ultimate, which we have over here. So I had to disable the aero interface so that it performs better. I also had to update the graphics drivers because it was not playing nicely. Now it plays nicer, but still the graphics drivers for this Intel Silverthorne and Pulse Bow chipset based devices are still on a development stage. So when I went to Intel site, it says that the drivers are for developers. So really, it's really early to judge the graphics and the performance for this device, because the drivers are not really there. I also have been testing it with XP, but again problems with drivers. So this is so new device, so new platform, that there are no drivers yet for really get the best out of it. So we have touchscreen here. I will be now using the stylus so you can see more. The stylus is really small, but I think it's better that way, so you see more. I think the brightness setting, I think it's okay. Let's launch the browser to see how the brightness, yeah, it's too much. Let's adjust it. As you can see, the brightness goes really nicely down and up, so I think that's good. So right now when I'm having a white background, I don't see the glare at all, so in that sense the glare really isn't a problem for me. So like I told you, we can change the screen for 90 degrees, 180 and 270, but you have to use the software. But after you get used to that, I think it's quite nice to use this as a tablet too. Handwriting may be a little problematic with this device, as the touchscreen is really soft touch. So I gently touch the screen and it already picks the touches. I can show you what I mean. So let's close that. I don't have the settings right for the Firefox, so I need to open the Internet Explorer. So we bring up the writing pad, and as you can see, I have to lean to the frame, but the frame is more up than the screen, so actually this is possible, but not that easy. So it works, but it's not the best for handwriting. The other way, of course, is to turn it around. Where were you? Here. Turn it back to the standard and use it like this. I think this is the easier way, because now I can lean here and adjust the writing pad a bit. So possible, not the best thing, but it all depends on you. Do you really need that feature or not? For surfing, I think it's nice that they had the scrolling on the buttons, but actually I'm hitting the buttons by mistake so many times, so I keep it on brightness, because hitting that by accident doesn't really affect what I'm doing. Let's fire up the browser again, do some browsing. So just to get the base feeling of the speed, I will launch Gmail now. Zoom a bit for you. Then the reader. Okay, then let's open a new tab. Oh, it's still downloading some. And let's open Engadget, which is quite heavy side, so you get to see how it goes. So not perfect, but not bad. I think for basic surfing, basic emailing, everything like that, this is perfectly capable. I myself, I don't like Vista on mobile computers because I have got so many troubles by having something weird going on while needing the device immediately. But if you like Vista, if you like the features which it can bring, I think this could be okay. Again, I notice some performance issues, but not that bad. There are some other devices that are not performing even this good, so in that sense I think now that I upgraded the graphics driver, I see better results. Like you can see, it works. Okay, then let's tease it a bit. Let's close all the tabs and save them, and then open them again. Firefox was already running. Okay, let's try if it's not running anymore. Still running. Let's give it some more weight. Let's go to my computer for that. Let's just launch some stuff so you get the feel of the performance. Photo gallery. Check the performance scores. I think this was 2.7. Yep, 2.7. 7 is the base score, so that's how it looks. Okay, let's fire up the Firefox now once again, and we have a Gmail, Google Reader, Engadget, and UMPC Portal now loading. We have Google Reader, UMPC Portal ready, still loading. Engadget now there. Can we do anything? Yep. So I would say reasonable fast on web use. Okay, let's close them all down now. Just quick. Okay, so like I told you, this is running 1.32 gigs Intel Atom Silverthorne, and it's speed stepping down to, let me show you, down to 800 megahertz when you don't need the speed. So the speed stepping seems to be working nicely and fastly. I hope you see this, but it's sitting at 800 megahertz while you're not using it, and immediately when you need the power, it goes to the 1.3, which is not that much, especially concerned that I have 2 gigabytes of RAM here. But still, I think looking at all the stuff, all the hardware this device has, if you are looking for something like that, I think you could live with that. Of course, XP will give you a real performance boost, but right now, not having the drivers would be too much for that. I've been testing using this for Skype, based stuff on surfing, photo editing. I think because it has a really nice resolution, it's 1280 by 768. You can really do some editing, but again, it all depends your feel for the speed, because on every sense Vista eats all the performance you can give it. So on that sense, if you need to have a really CPU or GPU heavy applications, this might not be you. Okay, we have been now playing with it a bit, and let's check the battery life. So right now I'm having only 1 hour 40 minutes left and 60% remaining, so it states that we would be getting like 2.5 hours with this, and that's quite right what it usually gives me. 2.5 hours, Wi-Fi on, screen brightness at maybe 50%. The screen doesn't use much power as it's LED screen, but everything else does. I don't use the Ethernet right now. The webcam is disabled. Let's show you the webcam. It's decent. I've been playing with that and using that for streaming. And oh, I actually forget to tell you that we have a webcam over here for webcam use, but then we have 2 megapixel cam on the back, so actually you can use this for some small photo shoots, which is kind of fun. So the quality, the screen refresh rates and everything is fine on the webcam. Let's now change it to the back cam, if we can do that. Backside webcam, now changing there. So it's hard to show you on the cam, but now you can see the monitor over there. So it works, and it's decent. I've taken some pictures with it, and it's decent. It's a bit like a cell phone, 2 megapixel cams without zoom or focus. So works, not excellent, but works. Okay. Then as we have the DVD drive over here, let's of course test that too. DVD is in, and it's launching the Windows Media Player, which is not maybe the best for DVDs, but you get the picture. Again, the glare might get in your way. I don't mind it. I like the feel of the screen as it's really bright, but it depends all on your preferences. So DVDs play nice, but the volume is not that loud, because I think I actually have volume is now full. Yeah. The speakers are not loud at all. They are decent but not loud. Okay, DVD works. Let's shut down the DVD drive. So you can power the DVD drive off to save power, because of course you shouldn't be using it all the time. Oh. Do I really have to close the... It wants me to stop the playback first. Okay. Yes, I want to power it off. Now it's... Okay. So... what about? Is this a good device? I must say that on the engineering levels, on the slots it has, on the base build up, the screen resolution, the brightness, everything related to that, this is a nice device. I don't like Vista on it. I really think it's overkill. I really think it should be sold with XP, but again, that's my preference. Vista looks absolutely beautiful on it because the resolution is so nice, because the screen quality is so nice, the colors, the brightness, everything looks really nice. But as I'm a power user, I need stuff to happen immediately. I hate waiting Vista to do its thing, so that's a big part of that. In that sense, I would like to see more power on it. I think I would have really liked the device if it would have the 1.6 gigahertz diamond will atom with the older graphics card, because I know that it performs nicely on Vista, but it must be happening. It must be coming soon with this chipset and graphics too, because of course this is just launched platform, Intel Silverthorne based devices. I think this is the second or third, and they all have been just launched, so in that sense we have to wait for some drivers. I hope it will perform better than right now. Vista Ultimate is a bit overkill on it, but absolutely beautiful. On the device itself, I haven't found anything like real faults or something like that. Everything has been working nicely. I'm trying to open the performance monitor, and it's now open to check how it's looking. So in the base use, everything works flawlessly. There's no stupid hardware stuff that would be annoying, other than first it was annoying to hit accidentally the up down buttons, but actually I can live with that easily, especially now as I have it as brightness. The really nice thing about that brightness is that actually when you're booting the device up, you can immediately adjust the brightness, so you don't have to, like, if you're in the dark, you don't have to watch really bright boot up screens or anything like that. For basics, for not CPU hungry use, perfect. Especially if you want express card slots, if you need the memory stick or a micro SD or SD slots. Of course, as it has hatches for RAM, hard drive and Wi-Fi card, you could upgrade it. You could upgrade it with fast SSD, put XP Pro on it, and I think that this device would be totally different beast. but with Vista Ultimate I think it's a bit overkill. Battery life leaves me thinking of the uses, because 2 hours, 2.5 hours is too little for me. Again, you could buy a 6-cell battery for it, but then it would be much bigger. But if you mainly use it as tabletop use, it might be okay. For me, not okay. So in overall, there's many things to like it, and the only issue I'm having with this is basically Vista on the system that doesn't have the drivers ready for prime time yet. Surfing with that is really pleasant. The high resolution on a high brightness screen looks really nicely. It's a pleasure for use. Okay, sofa surfing especially, because the touchscreen of course is really nice and fast way to do stuff. I think that's it for now. Again, thank you direct from Japan for letting me test this device, and if any questions, please comment at my site jkkmobile.com, and I will have this for a few days still, so if you want to see something special on it, just ask. Thank you, bye.